Hi, I'm Buck Shelford, and I know that losing weight can be a daunting process. But Harley Thompson faced the scales, telling him that he weighed 240 kilograms. So Harley went for a walk, then a swim, and this led to a small triathlon. Now Harley is training for Iron Māori, a half Ironman. All because Harley Thompson decided it was time to put one foot in front of the other.
I want to be the best 154 kg athlete there is. And I'm sure I could be a world champion at that category. I left college and I was around 100k. I didn't have much fat on me. It was rather lean. And over the next 21 years, managed somehow to peak at 240 Ks. Looking back to childhood, that McDonald's was a treat, and it was a feel-good factor, and it was a treat. And so, like the obese people typically, well, for me, if I wasn't feeling too flash, I would pull into McDonald's. I didn't realise I was that heavy. As long as I could find clothes that could fit, then it was about, oh, geez, I need to buy some more clothes. There was a time where I didn't have the flexibility to be able to wipe my backside. And so what I did is that I trained myself to eat during the morning. So I'd go to only, and so I'd go to the bathroom in the early evening, and then I'd shower. So because I was unable to do that. And you'd think that even then, that at that stage that you'd go, oh, geez, I need to do something. But I was like that for probably 9 months. I've gone to bed and I've got a fright and woken up and been on the side of the bed and just said to the higher power, whoever that may be, or she may be, that if I make it through the night, I will change my ways in the morning. I call it obesity logic. If you wake up the next morning and you're feeling better, you go, oh, yeah, everything must be right.
When we were married, he was still, he was weighing in at 130 kilos there. That's not a small man. It's not a small man. And it kind of he just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger over the years.
It was at his 40th birthday, and basically when his friends said to him, bro, we're really concerned about you. We don't want to come back and see you in a box. And he said it just snapped. And it was like, yes, I'm 40 years old. I want to see my daughter have her 21st. I want to see my grandchildren and her get married and all of those things,
Fun is probably the most important thing in our lives. It makes us who we are.
Amen.
But it is one of those things about families, often with him, what do you do? Oh, well, you get together, you catch up, and you eat. We knew that we had to do something. Please don't keep feeding him. It's like the son comes home and the mother puts the food on the table and expects the son to eat it. It's like, yep. And then the son goes to the aunties and the auntie expects the same thing. And then to this one, and it's like, actually, so we've just had 3 meals in one night.
Tico, can you get yours?
Well, I was looking at all options. There's gastric bypass, and gastric bypass is that, in the old days they used to call it stomach stable. For myself, I was certainly turned down because I was too heavy and there was nobody would put me under. So I went on a regime to lose an amount of weight that would enable me to do it. I ended up studying hypnotherapy to try and work out why I was doing things. As an obese person, I've leaned on excuses a lot. So it was a huge honesty call, really. I was really going from couch, and so I had to be quite structured in the way that I prepared.
You know, we're not just talking, oh, you need to lose 5 kilos and then we'll be all good. It wasn't something like that. It was more, I don't know, 60 kilos.
Generally, Monday to Friday, I don't eat bread, I don't eat cereals. So I look at it's food, if it hasn't had a life force, I shouldn't be eating it. So what I mean is, like, you know, fruit has a life force, it's lived. Vegetables have had a life force, it's lived. I realised that I needed to be progressive, but start slowly. And just to, you know, one foot in front of the other. Don't decide to change lifestyle, and then that ends up putting you in the ground because you go and overdo it.
By the time Harley had lost all that weight, so the anaesthetist would actually put him under, he said to him, you know what, mate? You don't need me. You don't need this.
Oh, I'm just fortunate that I came to a place where I could do that. Because, you know, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. They end up carking it, so, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you all. I think there was a bit of apprehension initially about the weather, but Tamanui's come out and it's looking like a stunner.
Having an issue with your weight and having health problems, you know, people can be really cruel. People will just stare at him. They'll go, oh my God. You know, and it used to drive me insane. I'd want to, you know, take them all on. It's like, well, you know, he's trying.
With the Triathlon group, it was all fitness levels. Welcome to come and let's train together and do it safely. Whenever you're ready, mate. Go. I've got a goal body fat percentage, and that's around 14%. That's what I want to get to. I don't weigh myself regularly at all because scales can actually be a deterrent. For me, I just got a string, and I put it around my waist, and then once I've had 3 weeks consistent that the string's getting smaller, then I'll cut the end off of it, and that's how I work it. And so I only jump on the scales if I have to for a doctor's appointment or so forth. Because now it's actually not about a weight loss journey, it's about a health journey. My heart rate has come down 45 beats a minute. And so I had a resting heartbeat of 162. And so it's, you know, it's still not flash at the moment.
The other kaupapa that he loves, his One Heart Many Lives kaupapa. For him, that's all about actually, you know, Māori men and Pacific Island men actually taking more responsibility for ensuring that they get their health checked.
Fantastic. Caterpillar. We can move on now.
Any first degree whānau that have had a heart attack or stroke?
Yep, grandparents.
Your grandparents?
Both grandparents.
My heart forecast wasn't flash. I think it was a life expectancy of early 50s. And that was more about, was a combination of history in the family of cardiac disease and being 240k. It's, so it's, the forecast wasn't flash.
I lost my father too. He had a heart attack when I was 12 years old. And, you know, and I used to say that to Harley. I said, do you want today and Jessie not to have a father? You know, and that's naughty of me to say that. But, you know, do you not want them? Do you not want to see your grandchildren? Because if you don't, you're going the right way about it, mate.
To
he used to tell me that, you know, I'm doing this for you and Mum, like stuff like that. And I'd be like, I don't even see why you need to change. Like, you're awesome just how you are. I remember one of the things he first told me is that he wanted to actually not sit in the car and watch me play at the park, and actually get out with me and, you know, like play with me, because he never used to be able to do that.
This journey is about Tarehine, is about Carolyn, is about Jessie, our oldest girl.
But I brought it back to actually, I've got to do it for myself. And if I do it for myself, well, then I'll be all right for the family. Yeah. And I had to accept that there are going to be people that are going to think that there's no way that I could go forward and do a half iron. And but I know that wasn't about them.
Okay. Oh no, I had a bit of an accident. I twisted my knee. Got out of the cab and rolled my knee in a drain. I was pretty confident that there wasn't any major damage, but there was certainly some deep bruising there, and so needed to ice it straight away. And the timing of it being 2 days out from the event certainly added a fair amount of pressure. Kia ora, ladies.
Kia ora.
Harley Thompson.
Harley Thompson.
The journey to the start is the hardest part.
Okay, Harley, take your number around here to the lady and she'll give you your timing trip, okay?
Kia ora. Thank you very much.
All the best for tomorrow.
263. I've got a huge respect for people that do multi-sports, triathlons, coast-to-coast, Ironman, because the amount of grief that they put their body through is pretty amazing. It's a bizarre sensation when you're going to go and hurt yourself purposely, but it'll be a good day, and the weather's good. Napier's put it on, and there's not too much of a breeze, so yeah, ready to rock. You always think that you can do it, and you always have that constant battle going, oh, what are you doing this for? There's numerous times that you want to give up, but I know that I'm not going to.
I didn't even know that Māori people would be interested in doing some form of triathlon event. I was blown away by it completely. It changed my my view and my perspective about actually, you know, what type of activity anybody can do. They're all promoting, you know, being active and being healthy, and man, you know, it's people of all shapes and sizes do it. And it's not about winning. That's the thing. You know, for him, it was not about winning. I just need to finish it. He just needed to finish it.
We've got Tirohia Bridger from Radio Kahamunu, supported by her whānau.
The race organiser, she's like the mother. She's like the mother of the day. And for her, it's not over until the last person comes home.
Why IAMODI's worked is people have seen people that look just like them from the sideline, and the next year they've thought, right, I'm going to do it. If he can do it, I can do it. And usually it's people that are bigger than them, and they're sitting here thinking, well, look at my size, you know, what's my excuse? It's not about the beautification of your body, it's about keeping your weight at a healthy range so that your organs are not stressed.
Chain slipped. It's on now. I suppose the word role model is a bit difficult for me because
I've got a long way to go where I want to be in terms of fitness and in terms of health.
Sometimes, you know, when you're hurting, and people give encouragement, that's awesome. But sometimes when you're in that dark place, it's annoying.
When you invite the pain, well, then it's your friend. You know it's going to come, and as one area of your body gets sore, that will go away because somewhere else will get sore. And so it's pretty much just keep going, and it's part and parcel of what we do. I'm happy I've decided to take this journey. It's opened my world, and my family are benefiting from it. And Carolyn, she's quite a remarkable woman, so.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her for sticking by my side for the last 22 years.
He kind of knows how far he can push himself and his own body. You know, he's lived in it long enough.
He gets jet planes today. Lots of jet planes, as many as he likes. As many as he likes. He's just got to finish. Yep, hopefully he'll finish. So then you can eat whatever you want to eat as well.
My nephew Michael, he stayed with me supported me through the entire walk. We were talking rubbish half the time, but it was nice just to take the thought patterns away from the different aches and pains.
My nephew Michael has been going, how's the knee? Yeah, I just finished saying to him, if you ask me how that knee is again, my knee's going to end up in your back. But anyway, no, it's yeah, it's a bit sore, a little bit sore.
For those that are obese at the moment, let's call it fat. Let's call it what it is. I know what you're going through, and just make the decision. You're going to make some changes. You don't have to map out everything straight away, but just do something small.
Victory is sweet.
Lastly.
It's a wonderful way to spend weekends as well, training for. It's better than treating a hangover, that's for sure.
Today is certainly a day that I'll remember for a long time. It's another event that I can tick off.
Which one?
To be completely honest, if he had started and got halfway through something and had to pull out, that would have hurt him more. He was broken, but there was nothing that was going to stop him from crossing that line. Even if it had taken him another day, he was going to do it.
Harley Thompson, Kia ora, brother. Coming into transition for the last time.
It was very emotional, really coming around the bend, but it was a remarkable way to end the day, to be welcomed in by the whānau and mates. Yeah, and to have Carolyn there was a special moment as well, and something that I'll cherish forever.
he was so taken by that and so incredibly humbled by the fact that these people waited for him and that they would do this for him. You know, because it was about, yes, he was the last person. There was no one else around. He was the last person that came in to cross the line. And, you know, and as he came in and the haka was going, it was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. I don't know if there's any other triathlon event in the world that would allow something like that to happen. And they did it. I'm so proud, very proud of you. And I'm so grateful that you decided to do, make the change so that you could be here with us for a longer period of time and that we can continue to enjoy your sense of humour. But you have been a rock for me and you are my heart, and I love you. So thank you for not giving up on yourself and not giving up on this family and for being the man that you are.
I would give up every single thing, every single positive experience I've had from the earthquake if it was to return to the city back to normal. There's people who lost their lives, people who've been through an awful lot of heartache. But you'd give up every other heartbeat to enable those people to come back and for our city not to have gone through what we have.